For the last 9 years, I carry two phones in my pocket, one Android and one iPhone. It's been 4 months since I got this Sierra Blue iPhone 13 Pro Max, and today let me share some thoughts and some of my experience using it. I really think that this iPhone click all the boxes that somebody would like to have from a new flagship phone. What boxes are these? What are people actually expecting from a flagship device? First, a very good screen. A crisp and very detailed good screen. And this one has an OLED 120 Hz refresh rate LTPO display. That means that scrolling is very good, and of course it's very smooth and crisp. It has the A15 CPU that is one of the fastest, if not the faster in the market. So everything will be really smooth and fast. Also, the operating system is the iOS 15, the latest operation from Apple for iPhones and iPads. And there were some bugs before, here and there, but the whole experience actually, at least for me, were quite perfect. I didn't have any major problems with that. Now, the second thing that I would like to tell you about this phone is about the cameras. The cameras are really good and reliable. Photos are very crisp and nice, and I didn't have any problems, especially with moving objects. And the video is, if not the best, one of the best videos that you can have in the market. Actually, I'm planning to create some photo shoot and some comparison with other phones in the near future, in my next maybe videos. Now, it has stainless steel frame. The phone is a little bit heavy, but it doesn't if you have any big problems, especially if you have big hands. Another thing that I really like in this phone is the battery life. The battery life is amazing. Almost 2 days battery life for this phone. And this is so good. It's been a very long time since I had a phone with this kind of battery performance. And that makes me feel very sure, especially if I have to go outside for 1 day and more. Signals are really nice and good. I didn't have any problems with 5G connectivity, even outside, even in my home, but also the Wi-Fi speeds are very good. Compared with my last year iPhone 12 Pro Max, I have seen an improvement in signals and actually signal strength, even in Wi-Fi in my home or even outside with 5G. So no complaints there. Now, why do I need to carry an iPhone with me since I have an Android phone? Well, in my work, we have MacBooks, we have iPads, and using an iPhone and the ecosystem, actually, it makes my life easier transferring files with AirDrop from one device to another. Now, there is another iPhone in my home. This is the iPhone 13, and this is my wife's phone that also she has been using it for the last 4 months. Now, let me tell you some things about it, and let's see how it compares with the iPhone 13 Pro Max. Now, this is in one very beautiful color. Actually, I love this blue color of the 13. It's a little bit darker than the 13 Pro Max Sierra Blue. One of the biggest difference, of course, except from the size, is the iPhone 13 Pro Max has a stainless steel frame, and the 13 has an aluminum frame that makes it more light compared with the 13 Pro Max. Also, it's more compact because it's smaller size. So for people that they have smaller hands, even for my hands too, it feels more comfortable to use. I love the matte frame, actually, the matte aluminum frame that doesn't leave any fingerprints. But in fact, I really like the matte glass, back glass in the iPhone 13 Pro Max compared with the shiny glass of the 13. Another big difference is that the 13 doesn't have a 120 Hz screen, but the screen is still very nice and very crisp, and the animations are very good. One camera is missing compared with the 13 Pro Max, and this is the telephoto camera, but doesn't make any difference in daily pictures. The pictures are very nice and very bright. All the other things and other specs are the same exactly, same CPU and same actually iOS. Now let's talk about chargers and charging bricks. Unfortunately, buying a new iPhone, and not only iPhone, they don't include a charging brick inside the box. So you need to purchase a new charging brick. I'm lucky enough to have this official Apple 20-watt USB-C PD because of my iPad, but let me give you some suggestions about a cheaper and reliable option. Now this one, it's from a company that called Ugreen. It's a good company, and I'm using these accessories for many years, so I can easily recommend this to you. I'm not sponsored by any way from these brands, but from my experience it works perfectly fine. Now the USB placement is a little bit different from the official one, but this has nothing to do with the use. It's actually a quick charger, and it will charge your iPhone in similar speeds with the official 20-watt charging brick. Now, and another option is this Xiaomi 20-watt charging brick. It's a little bit smaller, but it will do the same exact results. You can see here the comparison with the official one. And here are all three of them together. Not very big differences, but all of them, they will work nice and reliable. Xiaomi Pro accessories, actually they are very popular and they do the job just fine and safe. In my desktop, I also have this Xiaomi 20-watt wireless charger. I'm really happy with this, and it does the job just fine as well. The last 4 months, I also use a lot of different cases. I'm a person that I like to change case very often, so I will not feel bored by using my phone every day. So let me give you some suggestions and some actually ideas that I have about cases. First of all, I have to be clear that I don't like very thick cases. I like slim and nice cases because the iPhone 13 Pro Max is already a very big phone. So if you put a very big case, it makes the phone more heavy and more bulky. The first suggestion is about this case. It's a clear silicone case that it's one of the best out there. It comes from a company called Momax, a company that I know for many years about accessories and batteries when I had Samsung phones before. Now, it's a very nice case and I trust it very much. The second one, it's a carbon case, but this is a special one. Usually carbon cases, they are dark gray or black, but this one attracted me and it took my attention because it's blue and black. So it fits perfectly fine with the blue color of my iPhone 13 Pro Max. It's very slim, actually, and it has a very good fit. As you can see, it It fits very nice with the blue color. It has a very big protective metal ring that protects the camera, and all the ports and all the actually buttons are very clear and protected. Carbon cases are very nice. Now, if you want a different option in a more hard plastic, this actually air jacket, it's one of the best out there as well. This is a Japanese brand that I use since my iPhone 7 Pro. This is not a silicone case, it's actually hard plastic, but it's very good quality. It's not like a cheap plastic. It has some kind of flexibility, and it actually fits perfectly fine with the iPhone. It doesn't easily getting out. All the buttons and actually the charging ports are very well crafted, and it keeps a very thin profile. Another thing about this case, it has a very good grip. It has a matte finish. It's clear, but it's a matte finish, and it keeps some color from the phone, but also a very good grip. Next one is the official blue silicone Apple case that I usually have this when I make some short trips. It has a good grip. It's the typical iPhone silicone case. It's not very thick because, like I said before, I don't like very thick cases, but it does the job perfectly fine. Next, one from one of my favorite brands. It's from Pitaka. I use also Pitaka cases for many years. They have very good quality of carbon fiber cases. This one also has a MagSafe option, and it's so thin, but they managed to fit magnets inside this carbon fiber case. It also has a very good fit if you have a car charging place. It has a perfect fit and it gives a very slim profile to the iPhone. Okay, some will argue that it doesn't protect all the iPhone like the other cases. I mean, it leaves some space open at the top and the bottom. But actually, if you really careful, you will not have any problem. Now, my last thing that I would like to talk to you is about a screen protector. I use this screen protector from Banks. Also for many years. I trust this brand for many years. This includes also a plastic design for placement, and this is the screen protector that I was talking about. This one, it looks like a hybrid between glass and plastic. It's very flexible and it's very thin. It's actually 0.03 millimeters. It doesn't leave any fingerprints, as you can see, and actually it has the feeling that you don't have any screen protector on your phone. You can see here how thin it is. It doesn't affect any cases that you have on because it leaves some side space around it, and it doesn't get scratched easily as well. So this is from Banks. The only thing that I really miss from the iPhone is the always on screen, and something that I wish that Apple can bring next year at least. This is why I would like to have an Android device as well with me, because I really miss some things. So one can complete the other. I like to have the best from both worlds, like I said before. So that's why I would like always to have one Android and one iPhone with me. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope to see you in the next one.